So by now you've heard the news that Hunter Biden faces up to 25 years in prison because he's been convicted for perjury, all relating to his 4473 ATF form. Now this felony conviction of Hunter Biden on numerous perjury charges is challenging the very foundations of legal firearm ownership, with most people's sights focused firmly on the notorious anti-gun crowd. Anti-gun Democrats are now caught in a fever dream of a dilemma, with core beliefs being put under full public scrutiny, all due to Joe Biden's wonder boy, Hunter, and his not one, not two, but three felonies. The fact of the matter being that gun control has provably been determined unconstitutional, hypocritical, and the antithesis of what it means to be American. What? Now, of course, we know
that you're not a fan of President Obama. I was shocked.
Well, Obama was a piece of shit.
A 4473 includes the formal federal procedures, like a background check, and is used for all firearm purchases when purchasing from a dealer. And the 4473 comes fully loaded with an unavoidable warning for penalty of perjury on the damn form. You've seen it. I'm preaching to the choir. You simply cannot miss it. Now, that's the first two counts, but what about the third? Additionally, Hunter Biden has been convicted on one count of possessing a firearm while addicted to or using illegal narcotics. We assume that the illegal narcotic in use was most probably crack cocaine. These charges stem from his purchase of a Colt Cobra from a Delaware gun store. Sentencing is expected to occur within 120 days. President Joe Biden previously stated that he would not pardon his son for any convictions. However, recent statements from the White House suggest a possible shift. Let's take a look at the clip.
But I wondered if you could say anything about how the president absorbed the news of his son's conviction, and then also he has said that he has ruled out pardoning his son, but I wondered about a commutation, whether that would be something that would be on the table. A commutation?
So look, as I stated at the top, I don't have anything to say beyond, to your first question, beyond what the president's statement was yesterday. He's been very clear, we've been very clear. He loves his son, and he and the First Lady love their son, and they support their son. I just don't have anything, certainly anything beyond that. What I will say is, look, I haven't spoken to the president about this since the verdict came out, and as we all know, the sentencing hasn't even been scheduled yet.
So what's that? Democrats, they're caught in a bind. Well, that's because of this little old thing called the 2022 Bruin decision. You see, the 2022 Bruin decision is a landmark ruling by the United States Supreme Court. That puts to rest a New York specific law requiring concealed carry pistol licensees to demonstrate a proper cause or special requirement, directly infringing on law-abiding citizens' gun rights. The 1911 Sullivan Act was a controversial gun control measure which Democrats felt was a nail in the coffin to that whole Second Amendment thing and put that silly anti-tyranny stuff to rest for good. Or, well, they thought they did a thing. In the light of day, the Supreme Court ruled that law was in fact unconstitutional, affirming that carrying a pistol in public is a constitutional right, guaranteed by the Second Amendment for all Americans. Now, how the fuck does this relate to hookers, crack cocaine, laptops, and money from Chinese communism? Bear with me, we are getting to the good shit. States can still enforce shall issue permitting systems which do require specific objective criteria, like passing a background check. The take-home point is that may issue systems that rely on arbitrary evaluations of need by local authorities are, in fact, unconstitutional. They are an infringement, and in regular Joe's terms, for people like you and me, are total horse shit. So don't get caught up in their game. Your rights are constitutionally protected.
I'll tell you what, brother. You walk away from one of these, you deserve everything you took from the house.
Keep it loaded. The 2022 Bruin decision is fucking important to be aware of, as it has been a key point of contention, seeing many lawsuits filed challenging federal and state gun regulations. Bottom line is, you are constitutionally protected to own a firearm. So don't infringe me, bruh. Don't TOS me neither.
Dare you! I double dare you,
Fucker. As a law-abiding citizen, don't let anyone fuck with your right to be hashtag legally dangerous.
bruh.
Plaintiffs nationwide have argued regulations should be evaluated based on their historical tradition of firearm regulation, a standard set by Justice Clarence Thomas in the majority opinion. Since then, long-standing regulations have been overturned as a result.
Oh ho ho!
But you said there would be crack, hookers, laptops, and a brand new shiny felon for us to fuck with.
Loki.
Hockey, hashtag corn pop was a bad dude.
I learned a lot.
So yes, hold on now, young intrepid warrior. We're getting to the oh-so-good part. This 2022 Bruin decision that I keep on droning about has been seen as a significant expansion of gun rights, reaffirming and clarifying the precedent set by District of Columbia v. Heller. Now, since the 2022 Bruin decision, gun rights activists have argued that ATF Form 4473 is in fact unconstitutional, while anti-gun activists, Democrats, have consistently pushed for tighter regulations and stricter background checks, which have been really effective, as you can see. So this paradox now puts both sides in a difficult position, as they must reconcile their established beliefs with the specifics of Hunter Biden's case. What? Did you get that? This means Biden's Democrats in general have finally painted themselves into a corner. If Hunter's legal team successfully invokes the 2022 Bruin decision, that 4473 form are in fact horseshit, it could set a precedent that means we do not need to use them at all, and that all FFLs that had a revocation from them are reinstated. For citizens nationwide, this case underscores the importance of consistent legal principles. We need to have a legal system that makes fucking sense. Somebody, please make it make fucking sense. Do we need to do a 4473 or not? Did the ATF infringe on us? Or not?
Doubt. Hard to believe. The story you're currently speaking of seems illegitimate.
If the argument stands that the ATF Form 4473 is actually constitutional and not horseshit, it just reinforces the Democrats' anti-gun lobby stance. Except with an almighty sacrificial lamb. The individual penalized is their own elected leader's son. Wow. Just wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
So if you don't get it yet, the done fuck up Hunter Biden's case is the paradox, Schrodinger's cat, that continually reappears in this Mandela effect timeline, and boy oh boy, it will have far-reaching implications for anti-constitutional gun laws in America. Realistically speaking, falling on this sword like this may make some people like Hunter, because it could reshape the debate on firearm regulations as a whole, and influence how the public see gun rights and how the world interacts with firearm ownership as a whole. In terms of stupidity and outright asinine behavior, the most common false truth in gun control threads we see around the world, and even right here at home in the real world, up here in the Appalachians. Well wait, actually no one is this stupid up here, but we have done seen it online, so we know it exists. So newsflash, yes, background checks and all this fucking paperwork shit already exists. You ain't inventing crap. All protesters need shit testing on this task. Ask them if they know if there is a forum which requires you to put all your information on. I bet you they're clueless. Enough so to sign a damn petition to create such a thing. Naive idiocy like this causes us to lose a great thing, our security and integrity as Americans. Don't let foreigners unfamiliar with our legal system try to make you think there is a problem with it, because there isn't. We already have background checks. We already have felony level crimes for this. And who forgot all about that? Oh, only the president's son. So, yeah, I need a drink. What do you think about this big old heap of steamy horseshit? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or hop into our Discord for a longer discussion with our elite employees. And until next time, see you around. Stay frosty and appendix carry. One in the chamber, FAFO. You know the drill. What are you, new here?